Hi there, my name is Adeshola Fakile, and welcome to this short tutorial on visualizing location-based data with Adobe Photoshop and my Nigerian states multi-format map add-on, which comes in 7 different formats, including .csh, which is the um, custom shape format for Adobe Photoshop. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, for the purpose of this tutorial, this is what we will be creating, and we'll be using Photoshop and the 38 custom map shapes for Nigerian states, as you can see right here. And if you're interested in, for whatever it's worth, if you're interested in other maps which are available for continents of the world, Oceanian continents, countries in Oceanian continent, Asian countries, custom maps for each country in Asia, South America, Africa, Europe, North America. You can have that and make your purchase. And it's important to note that they are all available in precisely 7 different file formats. So you can get all of these shapes in EMF file format, which can be used with PowerPoint, SVG for web, if you need to display it on a web page, integrated into a mobile app, a web app, a website. It's also available in Adobe Illustrator, EPS, CorelDRAW, PNG. There's the outlined format, that's for the CSH custom map shape in Photoshop, and there's the solid format. We'll be working with the solid format for this tutorial. Also, it's important to know that we'll be leveraging on the data on the covid19.scdc.gov.ng website. We'll be picking about 7 states here, and we'll be focusing on the second and the fourth column, the number of cases, lab confirmed, and the number of discharged cases. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So first of all, I'm going to go to File in Photoshop and click on New. We'll be using a print dimension, precisely A4, the A4 file size. Click Create, to launch a blank canvas. So first of all, this is our reference point. So first of all, we'll create a solid background. So we go to the shape tool, right click on the rectangle, draw. If you're following this tutorial right away, feel free to use whatever color you deem fit. Links to the template is available in the description below. So it's available for download. You can download it and make changes when necessary. So we'll draw another rectangle above this one, and we can make this a shade of green. Whatever shade of green works best for you. So just adjust. Okay. Thirdly, we draw one more rectangle below. It's the footer. Can make this a shade of gray. Then we can give it layer stroke. Let's give it a white stroke just to make it stand out. 5. Okay. Yeah, there we have it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is give it a title. So we have here COVID-19 confirmed cases by Nigerian states. You can also feel free to make the title whatever you want it to be. So in this case, we say COVID-19 cases. Let's see, 19 confirmed cases. Confirmed cases by confirmed cases by Nigerian states. So we want to make Nigerian states green. So the next thing we want to do is load in our custom maps. So I'll go back to the tool, right click, the shape tool, right click, then I click on custom shape tools. Custom shape, I already have it loaded, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I am going to just clear all of this setting and reload the shapes because I already have them loaded. If you're loading any shape sets afresh, click on the load shapes. If you want to replace what is currently here, you click on replace shapes. So I'll click on replace shapes just so that, I mean, the map is all we have to work with. So click on replace shapes, save changes to the current shapes before replacing them. Do I want to save changes? No, I'm not saving changes. So I select and navigate to where I have the custom map shapes. As you can see, this is the product. If you're buying from Envato, your download will contain a CorelDRAW folder, CSH for Photoshop folder, EMF for PowerPoint folder, EPS, Illustrator, PNG, SVG, a folder for each of the formats. So in this case, we're working with Photoshop and we're working with the CSH solid map option. So I select that, and there you have it. So this is what you get. You have all the states, solid shapes of all the states in Nigeria. So now we'll go back to our data. The first on the list is Lagos. But before we start drawing the maps on the page, we want to have like the circle, circular, like a circle upon which the maps are going to be placed. So I still go back to the same native tool sets, native shape tools rather. Right click and I click on the ellipse tool. Draw the ellipse tool. So like I said, you can feel free to make it whatever color you deem fit. In this case, I'm going to make it white. As much as possible, we're trying to follow this pattern. So we'll make it white, then I duplicate. To duplicate on Windows, I hold Control Alt, then I drag down. Drag, Control Alt and I drag, Control Alt drag, 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 drag. So we're going to readjust just so that it fits properly. Select all of them I'm holding shift and clicking each one, then I just shrink them all together. Okay, so then I want to align them properly. To distribute the alignment, the space between them. I want to make sure that they're properly distributed. So there we have it. Now we can start drawing our maps. So first of all, I will go back, right click, then click on custom shape tools. Then I first of all want to locate the Nigerian map. Try the Nigerian map, yeah. Nigerian map here. Make it green. I also want to label all my layers. This particular template will also be available for download. What we are working on at the end result will be available for download. You can download and use as you deem fit. So the next will be to draw all of the maps for the states we're working with. So the first on the list is Lagos. Go back to our custom tool shape. Then we locate Lagos. Rolling over any of the map shapes will give you the label of the map you're working with. So for instance, now my cursor is on Castina. Right now it is Kano, Kaduna, Jigawa, Imo. So I select the Lagos map and I draw. Give it different lighter shade of green. So that's Lagos. That's a label of Lagos map. FCT Abuja. Where's Abuja? We're looking for Abuja. Abuja. There you have it. Abuja. We want all the colors to be uniform for the maps. Abuja. Third on the list is Kaduna. Kaduna. Draw. Do not forget to label each layer so you don't mix things up. Kaduna map. Plateau. Go to the list. Plateau. 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 Oyo. reverse, reverse, map, and lastly we have Edo State. Edo, yes. So finally we have all the states mapped out. The next thing remaining is to label each one and visualize the number of confirmed cases as well as the number of discharged cases for each state. We're going to start with the state that has the highest number of cases for both confirmed and discharged scenarios. So starting with Lagos, the reason why Lagos is the first state we mapped out. Lagos has 29,184 cases, lab confirmed cases. So the next thing we want to do to illustrate that is a rectangle. We'll draw a rectangle, 2 bars. One to illustrate the confirmed lab cases, the second one to illustrate the confirmed cases, lab confirmed cases, and the next one will be to illustrate the number of discharged cases. So to illustrate the lab confirmed cases, we want to indicate that first of all, let's make the base color of the rectangles white. Then we want to draw another rectangle above. We'll make that color for the lab confirmed cases. We can make it maybe tint of red, yes, to show that to indicate the number of people that have been flagged as infected with the virus. So we want to select the new rectangle just drew, right click it, then click on create clipping mask. Create clipping mask, so that way we can adjust the bar across board, because we'll be duplicating this component, this visual component, for each of the other states and adjusting the bar to indicate the variation in the numbers. So Lagos being the highest confirmed cases. So for the confirmed cases, we have tint of red. Then we want to do the same thing for the box below, or the rectangle below. Make sure it's selected. Click on the square tool, the square shape or rectangle shape tool. You draw another box above. We can make this a tint of green, as to indicate that the number of discharged cases. So like the first one, we right click and click on create clipping mask, just so that we can adjust values when necessary. The next thing we want to do is create a label for the states. So first one is Lagos. Select it and make the color white. Reduce the font. Yeah, so Lagos. Secondly, we'll duplicate this text. So go back to our data table. Number of cases, lab confirmed 29184. Being the highest, 29184. For proper color coding, we'll make the exact color of the box. We could just make it slightly lighter in shade. For discharged cases, 25629. 25629. This should work. Then the next thing we want to do is duplicate this also and label this bar as well as this bar. We call this number of cases confirmed. Number of cases confirmed. Or we could just, to make it shorter, we could say cases confirmed then this will be cases discharged. Cases confirmed, cases discharged. So that settles it. So we have our visualization component ready. So the next thing we want to do is drag across the screen. Then we want to right click and group it. Group from layers. So we call this Lagos. Data visual. For the purpose of this tutorial, you can rename. The purpose of this is to keep our work organized. So we also want to select the Lagos map and the circle. Sorry. So Lagos map and the circle. We want to make sure they all beside. And now let's just, they are all above the Lagos data visual. So for the other ones too, we'll have the Lagos map, the circle, then the data visuals. So we'll take the data visuals now. So okay, before we do that, let's take the other circles and place them under the right map on the layer structure. So Abuja and circle following each other. Same for Kaduna. Do the same for Plateau. Same for Oyo. Do the same. Okay, this is Edo. So do the same for Oyo. Edo. Rivers. Okay, so we have everything in place. Now the next thing we want to do is duplicate this. For each state. So duplicate. 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 So take each of these and align properly. Okay, now we have to restructure our layers. So Lagos goes under Lagos. Second one goes under Abuja. Third goes under Kaduna. Fourth goes under Plateau. Fifth goes under Oyo. Sixth goes under Rivers. And the last goes under Edo. Don't worry, by the time you're downloading this template, everything would have been arranged for you to make it easier for you to navigate and make your own adjustments and play around with it, whichever way you do it. So now let's label accordingly. We change this to Abuja. Let's show this. Change this to Kaduna. Change this to Plateau. Change this to Oyo. Change this to Rivers. change this to Adobe. Okay, there we have it. We have our layer structured. Our layer structured properly. Now we need to edit each accordingly on the canvas. So this is Abuja. The third is Kaduna. The font will also be made available in the download so that things can be maintained visually. Plateau, you can also feel free to use any other font of your choice. Oil, Rivers, lastly Edo. So the next thing we want to do is adjust the numbers. We've done that for Lagos. The next will be to enter the figures for Abuja. We'll go back to our data table. FCT is, now FCT means the Federal Capital Territory, which is Abuja. So confirmed cases for Abuja is 11,433. 11,433 cases confirmed. Now you have to be a little bit mathematical, yes, just so that your data is communicating meaning. 11,433 is lesser than half of 29,184. So half of 29,000 is let's say 15 approximately. No, not 15. Let's say 14,500 approximately. So if that was half, this would have been the case for Abuja, but Abuja's case is lesser than half of that, or the figure of cases confirmed for Lagos. So we'll make this slightly lesser than half. So instead of 50%, let's say 40% thereabout, approximately, just so that the variation is obvious. So the next is the cases discharged for Abuja. That's 6,996. 6,996. So for Abuja, the number of case discharged is 6,996. So we did that. 6,996. So if we compare that to the number of Lagos, which is 25,629, we'll say that it's drastically low compared to the number of cases discharged in Lagos. So this, the position of the progress bar or the indicator is about accurate. So 6,996 would be about a little over a quarter of 25,629. So we're good where the position is accurate. Next on the list is Kaduna. Kaduna has 5,071 number of cases, lab confirmed. So we did that. 5,000. 5,071 71. We adjust the indicator. That should be about lesser than half of Abuja. Next is the cases discharged for Kaduna, which is 4508. For 508. Next is Plateau 4755. Number of confirmed cases is 5755. Plateau is 4755. 4755. Discharged cases 4177. 4177. If you compare that to that of Kaduna, I'll make it slightly smaller. So 4177 for cases discharged. Compare that to Kaduna. Or let's compare that to Abuja. We didn't correct that for Kaduna, so let's adjust that. So Plateau will be lower than Kaduna slightly. So 508. Should be lower. Next on the list is Oyo. Oyo is even smaller, 3909. 3909. Oyo. Oyo is 3909. Confirmed cases and 3909. 3909. Confirm 3377. 3377. Three 3377. Rivers 343. Rivers 343. Rivers 343. And 3162 for discharged cases. 3162. 343 343 343 3162 162. Two 852 for Edo. It's the smallest in all of the cases. 2852 and 2649. Two 852 and 2649. 2649. 2852. So we want to save our file. Let's say the data design with Photoshop. Feel free to give whatever name suits you. So now we have the data visualized, and anybody can look at this at a glance and spot the difference in the number of confirmed cases and number of discharged cases across the different states. So the last thing we want to do to make this a wrap is to create our legend below so that people can spot the difference in color and meaning. So here we have number of cases, lab confirmed, number discharged, and their color codes. So I'm going to draw a box below, duplicate. Let's select this. I can use the eyedropper to pick this. I do the same thing for the second box to pick the exact shade of green for the number of discharged cases. Then I'm going to need to add your text. Say number of number of cases lab confirmed. Now let's duplicate again. So the second one is the number discharged. Number discharged. Discharged. So make that gray. So let's click this and group. Save this. Discharged legend. this, you call this cases confirmed legend. Yes, so there's a line properly. There you go. Save. So let's collapse all of these folders. I want to make sure our file is absolutely organized. So Lagos. So we're further grouping all of the other states together with their data visuals. So I'm going to be clicking the state maps, the circle underneath, and the data visual folder for each state. So I'm doing that again. So Control G will group that on Windows. On Mac it should be Command G. So this is Abuja, Kaduna map, circle, data visual. Control G, Kaduna, Plateau, ellipse, Plateau data, Plateau, Oyo, Rivers, Edo, remove the title. Let's move this up. Remove the legend below. Background images remain beneath. So this way we have an organized file. If you need to make a tweak to Lagos, you simply know that everything related to Lagos is within this folder on the layer. So that's it for now. It's a wrap. Please feel free to hit the subscribe button for more videos on data design with Photoshop, CorelDRAW, and as many design tools out there is as possible. Until next time, peace. I'm out. Hit the link below and you can make a purchase on Envato. Thank you.